Hello and welcome back. Today we're doing some best of one with Azorius artifacts. We're taking the best of three deck I played earlier today and converting it into a best of one deck. The first change we're going to make here is I think I'm actually going to take out all 4 copies of Candy Trail. There is hand smoothing in best of one, but there is no hand smoothing in best of three. So I think it's a little bit better in best of three. It can help smooth our hands out, make sure we hit our lands on time. Whereas in best of one, in theory, actually our opening hands should be substantially better and are more likely to have a sufficient number of lands to get everything going. So 4 of those came out. I'm putting 4 copies of Temporary Lockdown in. I actually, I feel like I usually have a very good sense of what it takes to be successful at best of one, but I haven't been playing as much, and I don't know how the new meta has shook out really. So we're gonna put these in here. I think rabbits will be a big deal, and being able to take out rabbits is good, but there isn't as much mono red, so I'm actually not 100% sure about this. We will find out here today. Other cards I'm taking out, I took out the Iron Crag. It doesn't pair quite as well with the lockdown, whereas the bricks and the saw blades, you get immediate value before lockdown comes down. Iron Crag just gets swept up and you're like, okay, well, I just wasted my turn 2 play. I'm also taking out Get Lost. This feels very essential, especially in best of 3, because Dimir midrange is very good and Kaito is much better in best of 3 than it is in best of 1, or at least it has been historically. We'll see again if that changes, right? You can't really drop your Planeswalker in best of 1 if mono red runs you over, but if mono red has been neutered, maybe that actually gets better and you get lost. But for now, we're taking it out primarily for that reason. And then cards that are coming in, I think I added an extra Day of Judgment. I can't remember how many I started with. Maybe I had some in the sideboard before. I'm upping it up to 3 Kayla's Reconstruction. I think it's a little bit Wild Wild West, and I think I'm happy going a little over the top of people. Mana base, I also added in a single Mysterized Village. In best of 3 for games 2 and 3, you could sub in 3 copies in a gate versus a control opponent and go, okay, well, I can't tap out on 3 anymore, but I can tap out on 5. You know, I can play my Synthesizer and hold Negate, but I'm not going to main deck Negate in best of 1, and especially since we have no 1-drops now and not that many 2-drops, there should be space in our curve to get some tap lands in, so I'm running a single Mysterized Village. You could probably afford to put in more tap lands for the reason I just described, but I don't know that we necessarily need creature lands in this deck to get there, and you could put another Mysterized Village. I just don't know the meta well enough yet to know how big Azorius control will be, so just know that there is space to do that since there aren't that many plays on 1 and 2 that you have to make. So I think those are the main changes we're making for best of 1 here. You could maybe main deck some Graveyard Hate like Soul Cauldron, which is an artifact, or Rest in Peace if you wanted to, but yeah, we don't know just yet. Here we go. I just played 1 game and I had to take a call in the middle of it, so I cut that. I did end up losing against a Dimir deck that somehow I guess, yeah, they reanimated Conspiracy Theorist, this like, I don't know, 7-mana 6/6 that lets you collect evidence 10 instead of casting spells and then cast Atraxa for free from the graveyard. I almost got there, but they ended up being able to double chase me and mill me out from 31 to 0 fairly quickly. We're on the draw. We got some bricks. We got good mana. We got a Reconstruction. We got a Battlefront. Got 0 complaints about this hand. Look at that. 3 lands in our best of 1 hand smoothing. Maybe we don't need Candy Trail. I don't know. Hello. I will even move the camera. This video might be a little bit shorter. I have plans to meet a friend for lunch. So that'll be, I think this will be a 45-minute video. Something like that. Well, yeah, a little bit shorter, just because a bit busier today. Opponent is on. What is the new Crab Beans? I guess it's now Crab Origins? Esper Origins Crab? Alright, we'll go fetch a Plains. Looking for that Battlefront turn. They may not play any counterspells, so I'm not so sure I'm going to play around that on turn 4. Like, they used to run the 2-mana... I don't know what this is. Top 5 cards may reveal a permanent card from among them put into your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your library. Flip it to a 4/3 trample whenever you cast a spell. This creature gains indestructible. This is a 2-mana dig 5 for your 3-drop. And it's in Arcavios. So, I guess it could be, gosh, whatever the Gobbler ran. I can't remember what that card is called. Okay, yeah, we'll just drop this early to get it down. We got plenty of plays for the next turns. So I don't think we need to save it as a post-synth 3-drop. What is that copy spell? Doppelganger. Maybe this is an Arcavios Doppelganger deck. Which means we don't have infinite time. The sooner we can put on pressure, the better. And they... Oh gosh, oh god. I mean, we have nothing we can do against that, right? If they're going to combo off, they're just going to combo off. So here we go. Double synth is about as fast as we can get our little legs under us. Tap land do not need. 3-drop is fine. Again, tap land don't need. 3-drop is fine. I guess if they did nothing here, we could theoretically win on the spot. We could Kayla's Reconstruct into 2 3-drops. 16 damage? Oh my gosh. Feels like we're about to lose here. Well, we can, do this. Get the last synth, snare into nothing. If we knew what they were doing and we thought they had haste, we could get the braided net. I just don't know what they're doing. Cool, we'll keep the snares, I guess. All good. We have no way to get extra artifacts, right? Casting the snare here just ups the damage a little bit. Oh, no, we get a lot of artifacts off this, actually. Hold on. Okay, I guess they do not have the answer. Swing for 24, because we get all the extra creations. We will never know. I guarantee one of you guys knows this combo. I guarantee the T-Gobbler knows this combo. I do not know this combo. It's very similar. It feels similar to what he played during the last game of our little best of 5 shenanigan. Okay, so what have we learned about best of 1? Jank. Everyone's running jank. that's all I've learned. Which means what? Counter spells are good. People are going over the top. Then blue counter spells are actually pretty good. On the draw again. We got bricks. We got lockdown. We got battlefront. Again, 3 lands. Hand smoothing looking great. What keeps it? It is mono red. Ah, look at that. All right. Well, let's see if we can find a nice little lockdown target then. Okay, New Age mono red. Can they get us dead before we put up a defense? And there's no rage here, but there is what? A little shock? A little shock face. Alternative artwork. I do like the artwork on the shock, I'll tell you that. Drop to 13. We haven't even played our second land yet. Okay, all right. I see you. Got a little bit of mana back. We got planes. 2 life. Okay. Looking at the turn 3 lockdown here. See if they drop like a nemesis. To 13. Do nothing. It's pretty weird. They only have removal spells in hand. I think they're a Lightning Strike face. They should have Lightning Strike before combat though. It could be Witchstalker Frenzy. I think we will still lock down here. There is something to be said for getting the synth down and trying to turn the corner, because if there's a lot of burn, there's no Lightning Strike. I think that's surprising to me. I think their hand is all Witchstalker Frenzy. There's nothing else that can really make sense of that. Let us try to get... Let's see. What does this thing do? Honestly, we'd rather get a synth down here, of all the things we could do, before we start battlefronting. Tap lands, don't need either of these. But this card does. We actually don't have that many artifacts to tap for the Smithy yet, anyway. Okay, down to 11. Next land is fine. Go ahead and try to get a nice battlefront here. 3-drop and 3-drop. Okay, undoubtedly, pretty much have lethal next turn. So ordering doesn't matter here. Unless we have the next battlefront. So they have to... Yeah, they have to scoop. Did we learn anything here? Lockdown was okay. We might have won without it. But they didn't play any cards for multiple turns. I think it's got to be multiple Witchstalker Frenzy in hand. I guess. Didn't even go for the Lightning Strike face? Or Torch the Tower and... Torch the Tower and Witchstalker Frenzy is my guess If we look at the best of one list, if someone was going to net deck mono red, oh, I don't know, mono red aggro. 3 copies of Witchstalker Frenzy? Maybe that's exactly what they had, land and Witchstalker Frenzy. Unclear. On the draw. Looking very solid here. Again, 3 lands, I'm just saying. Every time, the perfect hand at best of one. You maybe don't need that candy land. All I'm trying to say. Another starting town. A little mono whites. We are set up super well for that. We got the Day of Judgment. We got bricks in the meantime. Braided Net may or may not come down here. Oh my gosh, alright, I don't know what that card is. So they're going to drain us to death. They may also have the Reanimator, the 4-mana Reanimator spell. It's a little more interesting than I thought. There's a chance we don't Braided Net on 3. They have to lose life for this thing. Yeah, there's the Cleric. We do need to get rid of that. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to save as much life as we can. With both Battlefront and Reconstruction, there's no way we run out of gas. This thing, being your end step, if you gain life this turn, you're going to lose a life. At the beginning of your end step, if you gained and lost life, create a 1/1 bat with flying. The case, alright, that's interesting. Okay. Do the triggers. Two attackers. Does any of you guys have lifelink? Flying? No. Alright. So do we sweep or try to Battlefront into a removal spell for the Cleric is kind of the question here. Sweep Reanimate sucks. I kind of think we just Battlefront. Top 7. It's a little bit risky, but we have Battlefront this turn. There's it. That's pretty good. Alright, that's not a bad outcome for us. Let's take the combo piece. We don't need more land at this point. These guys are both fine. Go into a X equals 2 Reconstruction. Deck is popping off today so far. Minus the 1 loss that you guys can see. Pay 2 life to our card. They need their next bat. Amalia, that's a card. Okay, we may Day of Judgment this turn instead. I guess we'll see how aggressively they surveil. If they aggressively surveil, then they might have the Reanimator, right? And then life gets a little more tricky here. Only pay 3 life. It's not like pay. So they don't aggressively surveil here, so that's, Ah, fuck, I missed the thing, my bad. Whoops. Chatting away. Took an extra point of damage there. Yeah, that's interesting. I think we're maybe forced into the Day of Judgment here. I don't even really want to target Amalia that much. They have a lot of flyers too, and we can't really deal with that well. Kayla's Reconstruction gets even better over time. They might take this for free. Looking at our stuff, what can we possibly do here? Is there a sweeper coming? They eat it all, so we get some free damage. I do think we Day of Judgment. They just have a lot of flyers. And Reconstruction does get a little bit better next turn. Okay, let's see if they go turn 4 Reanimates. But since they didn't aggressively surveil, that's why I don't think they have it in hand already. Alright, they have a nice little draw engine there. White rabbit. Okay. Fine by me. We could preemptively tap the rabbit here. Just in case we only get a Soul Blade, and then we'd get a random target off of it. I know that's a weird thing to do, but I think it's interesting. Is that worth our time? Nah, let's not do it. Okay, all the mana in the world. X equals 3. Let's get some bangers. And we gotta win. Oh, ho, ho, ho! Let's go. Holy shit, did we just lose? Ow. Damn, that hurt my soul a little bit. Okay, let's just make sure to braid a net before combat this time. Well, we got one more Day of Judgment. But they have a very cheap draw engine, actually. 2 mana, just keep drawing cards. That definitely hurt my soul a little bit. The Dig 7 Whiff. Okay, okay. That is obviously a cost of playing Lockdown. It's 1 fewer targets, right? X artifact or creature cards. That definitely hurt my soul. Opponent in the tank thinking. I have another real estate agent trying to court me. Trying to nestle me into her apartment. I don't know. Drawing cards. Oh my gosh. I feel like we're going to lose this game. We'll see. The fact that if we sweep, they just pay 2 mana and redraw their whole hand is not so good for us. The Reconstruction hitting 3 would have been huge, but the Reconstruction whiff? Not so good. Let's go ahead and just keep our life total as high as we can. We already whiffed 1 point of damage. Drop to 6. Amalia returns. We could Day of Judgment here again, I guess. Land on top. Maybe they'll flood out. Land on top. Lunar Convocation on top. They keep it on top. Again, there's no aggressive mill, so I think there's no reason to think they run Raise the Past. We are pretty much forced into the sweep here. Okay. We could craft the net, but I don't think that's necessary to draw, really. I mean, we have 2 more plays. I think I'd rather keep the tap ability. Maybe that's snake. Maybe we should have upgraded the net for 2 and just kind of get it ready for the next. Oh, they do run it. They just weren't aggressively milling. Okay, well that's close to game. So now what? We Smithy, make a blocker, braid a net, tap down like the Flyer or something. Chump block the Amalia. Yeah, it's interesting they didn't aggressively mill to dig for the Raise the Past. They really wanted that single rabbit on top, which I think is a bit strange, maybe. Okay, now they're going to sweep their own board, though, yeah? Which maybe makes our life better? I mean, they can reanimate it, but it's 1 fewer thing to deal with. Woof, 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 woof. Raise the Past in hand. Okay. Jesus, goodness gracious. Bitter Triumph in there too. Look at that. Another Raise the Past. They really have a lot of Raise the Past. We dropped to 4 somehow. For how that happened. I don't think we're tapping anything here. Saw Blades. Okay, so we need some chump blockers for sure. We're also at 48, by the way. For the record. Alright, we can tap the 1/1. I think we're just chumping the Amalia. Obviously, you could trade. They could Raise the Past again. I think it's just a chump from our side. Let's go ahead and tap a bat. Doesn't have a lifelink. You know, are they going to Raise the Past this turn? Because if they do, are they just going to get back up to 20, sweep the board anyway? Is that better for us? No, maybe not. They sweep all their own creatures again. But we have no way to deal with Amalia, so I don't know if that's it. I don't know if that's it. Okay, Lunar Convocation. I mean, the moment they draw the other Drain Bat, whatever that guy's called, I guess he's Starslave Cleric, then we're truly effed, but we're still living here a bit. Sure. This card's been great for them. For a deck that maybe stalls, this card's been really... Oh, yeah, I mean, that's about game. I agree. I agree with that. Alright, take 4 damage here. I think, yeah, we're good to go. We're good to go. We'll let them resolve. We'll let them do the thing. They showed up. They gave us a good game. We don't need to preemptively scoop. It's okay. I'll take the ward. If they let me. Whew! Okay, interesting. Fine. Yeah, control looks like it would be pretty good right now. Counter the big stuff. Have some Sunfalls in there, maybe. I could see Azorius control being quite good in best of 1. Preliminary data. Small sample size. Best of 1's more fun than I thought. I've been off it. I do really like best of 3, but this is pretty silly what we're doing right here. It's HGG. We're on the play with bricks is good. Yeah, we keep this. I got a calendar notification. I don't know if that came through on the recording or not. Because what, it's 30 minutes away from my friend lunch. It's the aggressive mulligan here. To at least 5, is that what just happened? To 4? Is that what just happened? So he's doing some weird combo deck for the gram, for the YouTube. It's a cactus. It's definitely cactus fling. He just mulliganed like 6 times, right? I think we're gonna see the scoop here. I think he mulliganed to 2. To 1. For the gram? I think it's just for the YouTube. I don't know. Thank you. Okay. Guaranteed. Deck is busted and broken. Alright. That's too bad. I was looking for a good match there. I feel like the victory music is, like, not earned, you know? Like, it feels weird to hear that after not playing a single card. I feel like we're what? Oh, we're not going to count that one. I think we're like, what, 3-1? 2-1? We're having a good day so far, I feel like. Katosin. The Seasoned. Rank 12 Mythic in best of 1. What could we be running here? Hands looking good. Hands looking great. Every hand. Fantastic, right? We have yet to need Candy Trail. It's Golgari. So they could have some kind of artifact shenanigans, you know, a Terra Sunder. They could have a Cease and Desist replayed for, you know, the 6 mana half would devastate us. So, just Roots. Okay, well, a lockdown could be good for us then. We can get there. I think we're just... We don't really need the mana, actually. I think it's... You know what? This might actually slow them down more than anything else. We already have our 4th land. So maybe we actually just fire one of these off. Just shrink the number of things they could do per turn. Okay, they have their 3rd land anyway. It's actually Abzan Roots. It's Ketchermos Abzan Roots, alright. We'll exile that. But that for sure means there is Cease and Desist. So turn 6, we lose the game. Like, if they draw into it. Alright, so I gotta remember how this works. Is there a creature? There is a creature down there, so they can exile the creature and get a random thing. That's fine. They're gonna do the thing. We're gonna try to do our own thing, though. Top 7. Okay, how good is Lockdown here? Takes all their shit, right? Pretty damn good. Seems worth it. We lose our Saw Blades. Yeah, I think it's probably worth it. Day of Judgment, next Lockdown. I think we just won our 3 drops, right? Like, we got no gas right now. Molt Tender, but they have no gas either. What's that last card? It's another Cauldron. Alright, they're gasless. We are also gasless. It's gotta be the Volt here. And then, top X cards. So we top 2. Or we can go double bricks here, which I think is a bit better. We do shuffle, I think let's get a bigger dig if we can. Also thin the deck of land, which is awful. We shuffle in back into Day of Judgment and Lockdown, though. We're pretty happy to draw Lockdown again, I guess. End of the world. We clean out our graveyard just for funsies. Middle card, it's a Might. That actually would have been super good for them. Oh, they can put the activated ability and kill the Lockdown and get all their crap back. Alright, so that's what's happening here. And we are gasless. Alright, so, yeah, we're gonna... Volt, I suppose? They're gonna kill the Lockdown here. Okay. Probably don't need the Pain Land. Next Lockdown. Seems good. Do we reveal it? No, we don't have to reveal it. Okay. I think we're going to need this. And or want this. I wonder if they can kill it in response. I don't know if we'll actually be able to resolve this. Maybe that was a mistake. Make a creature at instant speed? Yeah, this might actually not work. Maybe we should have taken a synthesizer instead. Although all their creatures are just gonna have, yeah, maybe we can actually win from here. How could we get through this? If they have no creatures left, or no mana left? Oh, they tap out, but these things can make mana of any color, right? So that's actually still... Yeah, I don't know if we can actually get there from here. Infinite Haywire Mites means they can kill anything we have. Unless they just run out of mana, right? If they got super greedy and tapped both of these other guys... in theory, we could resolve a Lockdown. Oh, these guys don't have haste on our turn, maybe. As though they had haste. I don't know if it's going to resolve or not, but I really don't have another choice. Either this works or it doesn't. There's no two ways about it. Is there any reason to brick here first? I think it still gets swept. I don't know. I think... So can they still do this on our turn? Yes, it has haste perpetually, so yeah, there's no really a way for us to get around this. Interesting. Pretty close to annihilating them, but they did manage to sneak out. Okay, I mean, I think that's about game, right? Unless they, like, deck themselves. I don't know what else would go right for us here. Nothing really matters, right? I mean, anything we play will just get nuked by the Haywire Might. We'd need a non-artifact way to kill the Cauldron, like an Abrade. Because even if we try to, like, Perilous net it, as long as they have mana, they will always be able to sack their roots to kill our artifacts. So I don't think... I guess we could top deck a Day of Judgment, right? And even then, they could very easily Cauldron away a creature to recreate the board. So I think that's about game. I think they have us on a lock here. I don't think there's anything we can do, given that they have a Might inside the Cauldron. So I'll be down to scoop, I guess.
I believe in you, friend.
Yeah, I'm down. I think we'll go to the next game. I don't think there's a reason to stay here. I don't think there's any way out. So we'll move on to the next game. Very interesting. Very close. We swept the whole board, and they just kind of piece it together one more time. Y'all liking the unedited shenanigans? It feels very fast. This best of one feels so fast compared to best of three. It's Alejandro, Lady Gaga's lover. One of her many lovers. Two-lander, actually perhaps not keepable on the play. We don't have that many one-drops, two-drops. We don't have the third land. That's what's bugging me. Yeah, this is a little too expensive, maybe. Alright. I guess we will keep everything but a single Battlefront. And at least Lockdown is some insurance against aggro. We keeps it. We put the battlefront back. Land. Go. Alejandro got his poker face on. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna sing it. I'm tempted to, but I'm not going to. I want your love and I want your revenge. You and me can make a bad romance. Whoa, 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 caught in a bad romance. Basic force. Well, looks like we'll get to our battlefront without too much issue. And I don't know if we'll need to deploy lockdown or not. Could definitely save it for later. I think Tifa. Tifa, I guess we just take it. It's pretty good against Tifa, right? I mean, they seem to have a lot of random 2-drops and 1-drops. The Paw Patch, there's the Llanowar Elves. It's not Tifa. Okay. Busted and broken. Never didn't have it. Pretty damn good top deck here. We'll draw one of these and then battlefront the other. So yeah, we'll keep both. Dude is cruising for a bruising. It could be Reanimator Dinos, which apparently is like 7% of the meta. It's like the 3rd most played deck. But he ain't got a counterspell, so another one of these, and I guess the net. Whew, hot damn. Yeah, let's not keep the land. We're okay without that. Well, it's lethal next turn, so we have snare, so I think they might lose here. I don't know what else they could do. I forget if the red sweeper, Brotherhood's End, is each artifact mana value 3 or less. That would actually annihilate us here. We would start over, and we could start over with Battlefront, but that would be the best thing they could possibly have. All artifacts mana value 3 or less, right? Double red opened up just in time. No, that one ain't it, though. It is, in fact, Dinos, though. Apparently this deck is doing well in best of 1. Can I tap any non-land permanent? I mean, we have lethal here. Wait, what would you even have for 1 mana? Fish bounce? Randomly? I mean, it's 21. It's 21 damage. We can flex, but it's 21. I don't think they get out of this somehow. For the gram. To be fair, they did absolutely nothing. But, yeah. Whew, these games are lightning fast, man. Alright, we are getting close to lunchtime for me. The question is how much more? I don't want to be late. I don't want to be rude. I think we got one more. I think we likely got one more, and then I should, out of politeness, scurry off. We're at the 33-minute mark. Yeah, it's a little bit shorter video. He said he might be late, though. He said 120. Yeah, I could do a couple more, maybe. We're on the draw. Hand is busted. 3 lands every time. Perfect hand smoothing algorithm. It's black. We'll get the tap land down. This deck is like, I think that's really important to curve out, so I really don't want that many tap lands. But in theory, you could shove more in there. Like, we're kind of already so slow that if you miss a single collected company turn or a single like synth turn, you're really sad. So I don't want that many in there. Okay, so now they can just not attack into the Saw Blades, so there's no reason to hold that open. So we'll just take the bricks instead. Alright, we still got Battlefront on the way. We can also braid net and force the tap. Ooh, alright. Well, we'll see if another bat or duress. Otherwise, we're quite happy. I think we would likely risk the Battlefront and hope not to whiff. There's a decent chance we get something relevant. Either Exile the Slasher, Saw Blaze the Slasher. I think we'll go for Battlefront here. Artifact or creature. So braided net it is. And the question is, do they have something for the battlefront as well? I guess they could take Saw Blades. Oh, they do take Saw Blades. That's pretty interesting. I think they have more hand hate here then to take the second Saw Blades. Creature, okay. Well, before combat, let's not take 11 damage from the 3-drop. Let's see if they bat or not. I still think we're going for the battlefront here. I think we're going for it. You could net instead, but man, I don't really think I want to do that. Never didn't have it. Lockdown. Oh, we had nothing. Oh my god. This is terrible. Yeah, okay, we take the bat. Synth returns. We take the land. Oh baby. All right, at least we can tap the slasher again with what we got. 6/6 as well. All right. Okay, 2 attackers. We tap the slasher again. I think I'd rather do that over the preacher. They have less life than us, funny enough, so they actually only get 1/1 here, which is the better of the 2 results. Do we run Day of Judgment? I think we do. So 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage. We could synth first. Plus we have the Saw Blades, which I don't really love. So yeah, I think we prioritize getting this down now. 6 mana next turn would let us double spell, which is actually pretty good. 3, 4, 5. Oh, we already have the land in hand now. Okay, just do it like this. 6, 5. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Okay. Huh. We could kill one of these now. We could kill the preacher right now. I guess we... and tap down the slasher. They can't draw a card. And eat 6 from the demon. But they get to do whatever else they want this turn. Land, flip the annex. Alright, here comes pressure to combat. Tapping down this sucker. Taking 7 at least, plus 9 off the annex. Drop to 14. We have a really good follow-up, though. Okay. Really good follow-up here. I guess we are taking the annex, I think, to shut down the draw engine. And then using braided net plus the synth to like block the slasher and keep the 6/6 tapped down, but I think we shut off the draw engine here. Yep, next net, make another blocker. We can keep the 6/6 at bay now. Sack a 1/1? I wouldn't sack the 6/6. It's the 1/1, okay. Alright, so we are officially on the board, and we could almost just find lethal. With double braided net, it is actually possible to find lethal. Bat, take the last card. Alright, I don't think we're finding lethal anymore. Liliana, sack a creature. Good for you.
I'll have this fight finished before brunch.
I think makes life more difficult for us. Goodbye.
Off you go.
To combat. Tap down the 6/6. Trade with the slasher? I guess so? I don't think we're threatening Liliana, really. That's the other option. Try to threaten Liliana. Well, we're going to take a big draw this turn, right? That's what's going to happen. So yeah, we're still going to do this. We'll trade, and then we'll take a big braided net draw for a lot. Tap out our whole turn, and try to draw as many cards as we can. We're getting low, though. Unless we draw something crazy here. Nope, it's land, but land's actually okay. Could hit a tap land here. So it's 2, then 4, yeah? Is the dealio? No one drops in the deck to worry about. We still have blue from the hand if we don't want to do the pain land thing. So here we go. It has to be one of the ones we own, so I guess it's going to be the Saw Blades here. None in the graveyard to craft with, to my knowledge. And then I think I'd rather not take the pain land damage, so let's go ahead and knock this out as well. Okay, very significant reload here. Let him on tap. Discard a land. Pain land can go.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Cut down, gone, sure. Fountain Pour. What are you doing with that? You make a token right now? 2 attackers. Keep the 6/6 down. So if we synth here first for 3, we could Kayla just for 2. It's only top 7, right? Like, it's not like... We don't have any 2-drops. We could also bricks and do stuff, but we only have 1 braided net left. Looks like we're attacking down Liliana here, though, for starters. I think we're pretty much always going to do this part first. And then we could bricks and repurposing bay and still have a big follow-up next turn. I think that makes sense to me. Dunzos. Dunzos. Very nice. Okay. 40 Mythic. I feel like we haven't really moved that much. I want to say we started that at like 40 or 42. Man, it's so weird how fast best of 1 is compared to best of 3. It's weird. It's weird to me. It's like just back to back to back to back to back to back to back. JD Krumhoft. We're on the play to fast lands. I think I still keep this. 1 land, we're pretty happy. We got lockdown. And we're super sad if we never hit land, but come on. It's gonna be fine. Opponent on that mulligan life. Alright. Fast land number 1. Did they mulligan? 3, 4, 6, 7. I thought they mulligan. Maybe not. Yeah, it did. Hit the 3rd land. Never didn't have it. We did whiff hard on what? What? A Kayla's Reconstruction whiff? I forget which one we whiffed. We did whiff pretty hard one of these games. Oh! This might have been the same guy I played before I started filming. Or like I had to stop filming. Alright, we're just going as ham as possible. So he, like, do we want the next land? Nah, we just take 3 drops, I think. We don't even have 2 drops to sack to the repurposing bay. He used, I always forget this card. It's like a 4-mana instant blue. It's like blue, 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 colorless. To reanimate something if something died this turn. It's something like that. I do not remember what it does. Let's go ahead and play the Braided Net. I think it's the card we need the least here in this matchup. So if they counter this, for example, I don't think the world ends. We only have a single blue. There's no counter there. Oh, there is a counter there. Okay. Great. So they're actually blue-white. Not sure. Is Vault just a control, ability? Just a little draw discard action? Another islands. They have no white mana. You tap out again here? I mean, it's either Repurposing Bay or Battlefront. I think I'm down to go for it. I think they run. Yeah, it's a little more mana efficient. It's okay. I mean, either we're getting countered or not, or we can wait to hit our uncounterable land. Alright, they make another treasure here, and I guess we find out if they have another No More Lies, or, they actually are blue-white control, they're just really struggling with mana. And they have the hard counter. We could hit, like, a 2-mana, get a land, and then also double spell with Repurposing Bay this turn. I mean, they'd actually be pretty good against us, because we only have really expensive stuff to resolve, and we have no pressure for a while. You know, Lockdown's really interesting, because, they have no white mana, right? So they might not like this that much. They might have to blow a counter just on the lockdowns. The game's kind of bugging out. Alright, they let it go. So they have no white mana. So I don't know how many white cards they have in hand, but they ain't casting them right now. Alright, they do top deck the white source, but it is tap land. Okay, I mean, yeah, we'll just play Repurposing Bay if they let us. Another hard counter. Eventually they will be out of hard counters, and we do actually have a lot of bangers in the deck, so it is possible we could outpace, or like have them use all their counters and still have gas left. Oh my gosh, what does this card do? 3 mana Mythic 2/4 XX copy target activated or triggered ability you control X times you may choose new copies. Target for the copy ability can't be copied and X can't be 0. Gosh, I mean, are we sweeping this because we feel like we have to? I don't think so. You're gonna copy the vault once? They get a good, nice discard draw. I don't think that's what we're doing here. I think we're just getting the Bay down. I guess you could upgrade the lockdown right now and give them double vaults. Because they're going to have mana to copy the vault anyway, so that might actually be a good use of our time. Oh, nope, we're not doing that. Never mind. Lockdown is not an artifact. Okay. Saw Blades it is. Draw discard, pay 2 mana, copy it. Double draw, double discard, 2 treasure? Nope. I don't think they're going to attack us, because we're kind of telegraphing this all Blades here. But I think we're still down to flash it in to Repurposing Bay. These are non-land permanent opponent controls. Wow. What is this? 4 mana? Okay. Sure. Let's see if they attack, actually. That'd be huge. Oh, they do. That's fantastic. Get the Saw Blades. And then we can Repurposing Bay into a Snare. Well, now I guess we're Repurposing Bay into a Synth and then Snare. Synth. Or 3-drops are good. I don't... Bricks isn't bad because we just convert it anyway, actually at this point. Give me back my Synth. I think we like the cards on top. Sure. It's a Synth and then a convertible Synth. 7 to the face, down to 13. Speed up to 2. If we ever get to 4, we should remember to use the Perilous Snare to get at counters. That's something I often forget. Alright. If they have Ultima, we are effed. Then they do sweep all of our artifacts. That is something to keep in mind, but they're super janky. Like, we just... What is Go-Go doing, right? Maybe they have a lot of triggered abilities. Like, you could copy the Flanker here, which is a weird thing to do, but you could do it, I guess. They have 5 mana. We're presenting lethal. It's Ultima or nothing. Alright. Get the snare, get the other one, and then what? Take a creature? I feel like we still got him here, unless they have a 1 mana Flood Maul. Drops to a 5/5. We're about to make No, I think that does it, right? Yep. So we make 3 more artifacts, synthesizer, plus 2 more off these guys, and that would that's enough to swing for lethal. Okay, finishing the day, under 40 Mythic. I think we'll call it there, because I gotta run to lunch, otherwise I'd try to finish out the full hour for you. Ah, it's 50 minutes, that's perfect anyway. Cool, what do I think about my changes from best of 3 to best of 1? You saw almost every single game, our initial hand was perfect, right, with 3 lands. Occasionally there was 2, but way better than best of 1, so I do agree with my decision to take out the Candy Trail. I just don't think you need extra hand fixing in best of 1, so very happy with that change. How did Lockdown do for us? I mean, there was no mono red, right? There was no, maybe there's 1 mono red, there was no rabbits. You know, if we weren't gonna run it, you just shove in more 3-drops, like more repurposing bays or something, so maybe Kaelus Reconstruction if you want to be greedy. Yeah, leave it up to you. I feel like it ended up being generically pretty useful. I don't think I was sad to have it, but maybe you don't need it. Maybe you could shove something else in there and be a little more greedy. I like the 2 of Day of Judgments. That felt good versus mono black and a lot of stuff, so I like that. Mana base, 1 single Mistrise Village. Again, you could shove in, you know, some of the Surveil lands. You could shove into Creature Land, although I don't think you need it. But if Azorius control is big, I would absolutely shove in a second Mistrise Village. And you could probably put in 2 Surveil lands as well, because there's so much space on turns 1 and 2 to get down some of these lands that come in tapped. But I still think it's just so important to, if you can curve out, you're kind of a slow deck in general, so if you can curve out, you must curve out. So I don't know if you need it per se, but you could definitely put some of those in there. So yeah, I think the changes were good. If you enjoyed today's video, you can like and subscribe and leave a comment. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.